Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Doc, and welcome to another edition of Doc TV's Weekend Review, presented by the Doc Report. I had to make it all fancy and stuff like that. I had to make a fancy title and whatnot. But I'm having problems with the Doc Report. The server, thanks to you all, though, I appreciate you all so much for visiting the website because the website, for some reason, got a big spike. I mean, not for some reason, but I always present the latest music news to you all and everything like that, and exclusives and stuff. But it went up 162%. So the server crashed. So the server is still down right now. So I'm still working to see, should I switch to a different server? Because once in a while, after for those bloggers out there, I'm pretty sure you understand where I'm coming from. When you get set in your ways, basically, when you get comfortable with one server that you've been comfortable with for a while, and then it's hard to move on to a different server. So that's what I'm looking at now. And plus, I've been busy because I'm getting ready to go on a cruise next week. So I've been counting down for that, packing early for that and everything. So it's just been a lot going on. So I haven't had time to actually look into other servers right now. But the Doc Report for now is still down, which is why I'm doing this video for you all. So I thank you all for the continued support and everything. I thank you all for, the many views and the word of mouth spreads that you all do. I appreciate it all. But doing this video, coming at you all, my weekend review. So since I'm having problems at the Doc Report, I'm not the only one that was having problems this week. So Drake and Future were having problems too, because you all know that Drake is doing the Would You Like a Tour. That's the name of the tour, Would You Like a Tour. Just like his CD, Nothing Was the Same, which would should have been called Would You Like a Tissue. But anyways, his album, his tour, Would You Like a Tour, kicked off in Pittsburgh, and originally it was supposed to be him with opening acts Future and Miguel. Well, apparently it wasn't a diva fit with Miguel. It was a whole situation with Future, because Future did a Billboard article where he basically was talking about Drake's album, was saying that Drake's album was, wasn't up to par to hear, whatever. I'm not going to go into Future's wording because he's dating Sierra, so I don't, anything associated with Sierra, I just don't dig my time into. But he basically was taking shots at Drake's album and saying that it didn't speak to him or something like that. So Drake got offended. Drake is a very emotional individual. You shouldn't talk about Drake. He's emotional. He's sensitive about his shit. So because of that, Drake kicked him off the tour. And Future was supposed to be making a lot of money, like basically $40,000 a show. Future got in his feelings too. So Future was going to start suing Drake and his company for kicking him off the tour. Well, seeing that all that stuff got ironed out behind the scenes, because when the tour kicked off in Pittsburgh, Miguel was there, as well as Future as the opening act, and then Drake put on the good show. And Drake's show looked good too, by the way. I got some footage. Some people sent me some footage of the show that I was trying to put on the Doc Report, but of course I can't put up there yet. But the stage design and everything for Drake's show is crazy. I love it. So that's definitely a hip hop show you got to check out this year, as well as Kanye's Jesus tour, and as well as Jay-Z's Magna Carta tour, which kicks off next year. So now that they got all that ironed out the way, speaking of the Cash Money camp, though, the Game has joined Cash Money now. Remember, the Game came out, back in 05, was it? It was around 05, and he was with the whole G-Unit crew and everything like that. Well, now he's not signed with another hip hop crew. He's signed with Cash Money. Now I saw it on my Instagram timeline, and people, stop with the bitch strips. I'm tired of the bitch strips already. I didn't know my timeline was going to turn into Cartoon Network. First it was Ratchetville. Now I'm looking at Cartoon Network on my timeline. I can't do it. But anyways, I was looking at the timeline. I saw that Tiger had presented a chain to Game. I was like, why is Tiger giving him a Cash Money, a Young Money chain? Well, because he's with Young Money now. So shout out to Game for signing with Young Money. Game is actually one of my favorite hip hop artists. So I think this is a good look for Game to be associated with the hip hop camp again, because it will actually give him, a boost in sales, I guess. The Jesus Peace album was kind of hot, but, it didn't sell like, his other albums. But it was a good album, though. So, maybe the more mainstream, the more approach and everything like that. Songs with Nicki, who knows? So, shout out to Game for signing with Young Money. But someone that's having some other problems, too, this week, Kim Kardashian. Now, y'all know Kim Kardashian just had her baby Northwest back in June. And we haven't seen much of Kim as much as we have in the past couple of weeks. She got the blonde hair now. You know, she was in Fashion Week in Paris with Kanye, and she Instagrammed the photo. Now, this photo is pray Jehovah Kanye for all the goods that he blessed and bestowed upon Kim K, because Kim Kardashian's ass, those cake, pound cake. That that is a Sara Lee pound cake, people. Double the pound, double the pound, double the pound. That ass is bigger than ever. It's amazing that she didn't get no plastic surgery with that. People, that's all natural bread, apparently. I'm gonna say allegedly, but her ass was looking good though. But a lot of critics, mainly the white people, were basically saying that Kim should cover up and stuff like that. And here's my thing: why should Kim cover up? Then Beyonce, after she had Blue Ivy, who needs a comb by the way, but when she had Blue Ivy, she waited till Blue Ivy turned like a year old basically. She did that GQ spread earlier this year. She had the little short thongs on with the Terry Richardson photo shoot. Y'all know how Terry Richardson photos get down, and no one said a thing about that. But people complaining about Kim K just because she's showing off her assets. Assets. I got to put emphasis on assets. But I mean, why y'all coming after Kim K like that? Let her live, let her breathe. She just had a baby. She's looking good for just having a baby. Some of y'all soccer moms need to stop hating out there because y'all shop at Kmart in the clearance section getting y'all clothes, while Kim K looking good because y'all gotta get big and tall clothes for the women. Please stop it. Stop the hate. Stop the plus size hate, y'all. Stop it. Just stop. Go look into Ashley Stewart, Catherine's catalog or something, and let Kim K live with her slim body and her fat ass. Just let her live. So Miley Cyrus, she debuted at #1 this week with Bangers. Shout out to Miley. Her album sold 270,000 copies this week, which makes it her 5th #1 album, including that Hannah Montana soundtracks and albums she released under that name. And that's good because I guess all the twerking paid off. All the ratchetness and everything, it paid off. The Miley, the movement, she told y'all it was going to be a movement. She got her #1 single and her #1 album. So clap, bravo to Miley. Another thing too, Pusha T debuted at #4 with My Name Is My Name. Sold 75,000 this week at #4, which is a coincidence too because Clip's debut album Lord Wonderland back in 2002 debuted at #4 as well. So that's a good look for for Pusha as well, being that he didn't have no radio single for real, no major promo like that. So that's a good look. So King Push. Now, I was just talking about Beyonce a little bit earlier. Now, Beyonce, she's been everywhere shooting these. She's on tour with the Mrs. Carter show. I'm going to see the tour too in December in DC. But she's been on tour doing the Mrs. Carter tour. But she's been shooting all these videos for the past few months, basically. She was in Coney Island shooting the video. She was in Houston shooting the video. She was in Oakland shooting the video. She was in Paris shooting the video, or London, whatever she was, shooting the video. Where are these videos coming from? Beyonce, are you trying to get pregnant again? Are you doing the video anthology? We don't understand. Yet we don't hear any music. But word on the street is that we're supposed to be getting a new single as early as December, which could be December 3rd. And speaking of December 3rd, Britney Spears' new album, too, will be coming out that same day, too, which is the day after her birthday. And Britney came up with the title for the album now. It's going to be called, it's going to be called Britney Jean, which is her middle name. And it's giving me a whole lot of the Joe realness. But the reason she called it Britney Jean is because it's going to be her most personal album to date, which is good, too. Britney's been in the game for 15 years, so it's kind of good that she has a piece of her. Good thing she didn't call it a piece of me, too, which is basically the name of her Vegas residency. But she's calling it Britney Jean. And word on the street is that collaborations are going to come in the form of Wiz Khalifa, which he said a while ago, too, that he was in the studio with Will's camp, and they contacted him to do a feature on the album. And she possibly could also be working with Lady Gaga on the album, too. There could be a collaboration between those two as well. So we shall wait and see on December 3rd. That's what she keeps telling us in the interview. She's saying, you have to wait and see. So we're going to wait and see on December 3rd to see if those collaborations come to fruition. But also shout out to Britney Spears, too, because Britney Spears put my name in her fragrance box, people. I'm not kidding at all. Y'all saw me Instagram it. Follow me on Instagram, too, if you didn't see it, at @MR_DOC. Now, Britney has this 10th anniversary edition of her fragrance, Fantasy, by Britney Spears. And she took a list of people's names, and she just put names in there. If you, was one of the people that purchased her perfumes and stuff through the website, or if you put your name in the drawing to be on this stuff. And I forgot how the whole thing went, because it was a few months ago, but my name is in there, basically. So I'm a part of the Britney camp, people. My name is sealed on those Britney packages now. And I'm happy about that. Anyways, so my highlight of the week is y'all know I gotta do my highlights of the week. Kendrick Lamar at the BET Hip Hop Awards. Now the BET Hip Hop Awards had its moments. It was kind of dry. It was da 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 da. You know, the Real Husbands of Hollywood had a nice cipher, but Kendrick, the TDE, you know, Schoolboy Q and all them, they did their whole thing in that cipher. But Kendrick though, Kendrick bodied everybody in that cipher, in that room, in the whole universe. Damn, Kendrick bodied God for all I know. But Kendrick basically went off people. He held no holds bar at all. He said nothing's been the same since they dropped Control. Basically, y'all know nothing was the same as Drake's album. So he's taking shots at Drake because you know Drake is an emotional character. Drake is emo in his feelings. So Drake's feeling some kind of way about the whole Control thing. Kendrick basically told us before that it was just a competitive sport and that it's just to get, you know, people talking and stuff like that, and just to get that, you know, conversation in hip hop back again. But some people take it harder than others. But the one verse that killed it though in that whole situation was when Kendrick said, "Hold up, wait a minute, your career ain't shit unless you got Kendrick in it." I was like, that's it. Kendrick, you just killed the whole industry right now. So I don't care what y'all say. Kendrick is that dude too. That made me go out and buy a physical copy of Good Kid, Mad City because I actually downloaded it off of iTunes. I bought the iTunes digital version last year when it came out, but now I'm going to have to go to the store, spend my $11.99 buy that damn CD because Kendrick, you just you did the damn thing. So clap bravo to Kendrick for that. Also, another person too this week that's on my highlight is Tamar Braxton. Now she finally released the video for Hot Sugar. She finally got her wish and her command because you know she's been talking about this Hot Sugar for the past year now, and now that her album's been out, they beat at #2 and #1 on the Billboard R&B hip hop charts. She, you know, she decided to release the video for it, which is a cute little video too. It had the whole Instagram, you know, feel for it. You know, the Tamar vision or Tamar vision or whatever she calls it. It's a hot video though, so you know, good for Tamar Braxton for finally getting Hot Sugar. I don't know how it will do on radio. And what happened to All the Way Home? I thought we were supposed to be doing the video for that. Where's the video for? I was waiting for that because that's my joint. So, but shout out to Tamar and everything. So I thank you all for checking out this video, though. I thank you all for checking out my website, thedocreport.blog.com. Whenever it comes back on, I will keep you all abreast upon that. Also, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Doc, MRDOC. Also at Instagram, MR_DOC. And thank y'all for checking this video out. Peace.